Pearl of wisdom. Well, I think it's really important to have an alter ego and to have a persona, especially if you're a performer, something that you can step into that takes you out of like who you think you are and helps you to step into something bigger that you can use.
I'm going by Krazy David. No longer crazy. This is the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio. Mad. Right, this is the part of the show we have been looking forward to. And I have MINA, a.k.a. Mary in the Mirror. Well, actually, I suppose that's the name of you on your release. Oh, hang on, the mic's coming through better now. Yes, hi.
Yeah. So I should have mentioned actually that song featured Surreal.
Yes. All right. Well,
that was the rap on the end of that.
What I was going to say is basically because we're being filmed now, so a lot of people will be watching this video, and this will be the start of the video. So we just played a song called Firelighter, which is by yourself, Mary MINA.
Mary in the Mirror.
Mary in the Mirror. So that one's from the Mary in the Mirror project. We're going to touch on this in a second. They will explain the difference between the two and everything like that. But it's kind of like an Eminem Slim Shady kind of esque sort of thing from what I could tell. But look, basically, we didn't pick up the MC on the radio because he wasn't written on the stop. So what's his name, sorry?
Surreal.
Surreal. Okay, where's Surreal from?
He's from London.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Now that it was good. We said it had like a trip hop piece, sort of almost gigs, almost Portishead, kind of somewhere in the middle sort of feel to it. But yeah, it's really good. Who produced that song?
So Marcel Atine produced it, and it was mixed by Chris Devine. And
I've heard those names a couple of times. There's a reoccurring thing. So did he do your whole Mary in the Mirror project then? Or?
Yeah. So Mary in the Mirror, the whole concept of it was Marcel's idea actually.
Oh, okay.
And so he started sending me beats. And then I just started writing to them, and then that's kind of how the Mary in the Mirror stuff came about. He had this idea of kind of, because I live in Bristol, of trying to kind of capture a little essence of the Bristol sound, sort of to pay homage to it.
Hence why it's got the trip hoppy kind of sound that our cameraman picked on straight away. So we got venomous visuals. Right, so I'm going to rewind a sec. We'll cover back to this space. We'll go on to this. So if anyone's seen the promo art, you notice it says Mary MINA, not Mary in the Mirror. So Mary MINA is yourself.
That's right.
That's your artist name.
Yep.
However, you have an alter ego thing. So Mary in the Mirror is also a project name, but it's also like an alter ego for that project where you kind of get to unleash your darker
That's correct, yeah.
side.
Yeah, where I get to explore the more kind of difficult and edgy subjects you know, there's a lot going on in this brain, I'm telling you.
I mean, there was that song Pain, which, as I say, I think some of our audience are a bit embarrassed and red-faced, and I'm not going to go into it's a bit... But, you know, I mean, life offers all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of variety and spice in life, you know, so I think you've got to cover all that stuff. And I do think the Mary in the Mirror stuff, as you say, is more adventurous, more dark stuff, mysterious stuff.
Yes.
Whereas the normal stuff is what you do, say, you're radio presenting as and things like that.
Yeah, so Mary MINA is the name that I use for all my other stuff. So I host a jazz evening on Sundays every week at the Green Room, and then I write soul music.
Okay.
So I use Mary MINA for my self-produced and self-penned soul music that I write as well. So
dope. Right. So there's not two people. So as I say, this is why I'm going like the Eminem and Slim Shady, because you know he's kind of got the dark personality. Ticka Slim Shady. So it's ticka Mary in the Mirror. See, but yeah. Anyway, right. I was impressed by a beat that you played on one of the songs you had, and then you said it was self-produced. I was like, as in self-produced, you recorded the lyrics? You're like, no, I made the beat as well.
Yeah.
Dope. So you're actually a really good producer.
Thank you so much.
No, that's it's really good. I know you say you took the sample, but the way it's all layered up and the way the beats on it all fits really well together, and it sounded like a really well-produced song. So yeah, top points to you there. That's actually big. So you said earlier on in the show, but it went on the interview, that you went and got invited somewhere to learn how to produce or something like that. Oh.
Yeah, so I went for Arts Council funding a few years ago, and I got it.
Yeah, come on.
And so I got on this course which was based in New York, but I did it online.
Yeah.
But eventually I went out to New York to do a showcase. They invited me out there.
Dope.
And then I got to meet my mentors as well. One of which was Mike Mangini, who is the producer for Joss Stone.
Yes.
And he's produced loads of people people. Like,
do you say Mike Mangini?
Mike Mangini.
Bad boy name.
Yeah, he's produced people like Dionne Warwick and like lots of stuff like Diggable Planets, people like that. Like, he's just anyone you can think of. He's probably worked with.
Oh, for real.
You know, so I got to
and you got to go over and work with him directly because of the Arts Council.
Yes.
And anyone can apply for Arts Council.
Yes, exactly.
Go apply for Arts Council. Actually, don't know. I'm going to do it. Too many cooks spoiled it off and there won't be no funding for me. So right there. Rest of the interview is going to be like this now. Really, that's fantastic advice. So just to go back to that. So if you're an artist and you wanted to start on a project or something like that, I mean, how did you go about doing that and applying to the Arts Council and stuff like that?
Well, it was quite a long process, to be honest. I had to get help to do it because I've got ADHD, and they do actually offer support. If you contact the Arts Council, they can provide funding or hook you up with somebody who can help you write your application. But to be fair, I had a lot of ideas. Like, I'm quite a creative person.
The application's got to be set and good and everything like that. They're just not going to give out the money willy-nilly and that. Like.
No, you have to make sure you tick all the boxes.
Good, so don't apply. Give me the money. I'll pay. Look, no, honestly, again, I'm not trying to put it all down to Arts Council, but I think that's fantastic. The fact you actually got to go to New York and work with your mentors and the people that you were, aspiring to and learning from is fantastic. And I bet that was a great experience for you. So
it was a wonderful experience. Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. And I met so many people. And I'll always have those memories as well. Do you know what I mean? That's never going to leave me. I always think it's worth having experiences because you never lose them. Do you know what I mean?
This is it. You can have all the riches in the world, and if you don't have the experiences, it ain't worth nothing, is it?
Exactly.
You know? Right. So you run a jazz night on Sundays, I believe. Yes. Where you will be singing as Mary MINA and none of the paying.
None of that stuff. No. Right. It's mostly nice songs, mainly from the real book, the jazz standards, from the Great American Songbook.
Sorry, I don't know what that is. Say that again. Sorry.
So it's called the Real Book.
As in REEL book.
REAL.
Oh, real, not like reels on Instagram or Facebook. That's what everyone's on nowadays, isn't it? So this is an actual real book.
It's called The Real Book, and it contains 1,500 amazing jazz songs.
Oh, jeez. Do you know what? I bet everyone else knows this, and I'm the last one to the party. Sorry, I think I'll pull you guys. I'm slow again.
Well, all the jazz people know, but I guess other people who don't do jazz don't know. So I've learned how to sing jazz, and I just love singing jazz. It's just such good music. So I go and I sing there on the Sundays, and I invite other singers to come and sing as well, and I try to support up and coming people and other musicians as well.
If another singer turns up and it's your time on stage, you have like a sing battle. Does that happen? Like a rap, rappers have like a rap battle, and then jazz musicians can have like a playoff where they like bounce off of each other.
We haven't done that yet. We haven't done that yet. Maybe that's something for the future.
Like singing la 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 la. That's so not jazz, but you know where I go with this, right?
That sounds like opera.
I'm not jazz trained yet.
That's all right. Come down to the green room on Sundays. We'll sort you out.
And you'll be jazz trained. See where I was building up to, right? No. Right. Harbour Festival. You're performing.
That's right, yeah. I'm performing with DJ Ellie Funk. We're doing a half an hour Mary in the Mirror set.
Yeah.
Because, it's more dancey, it's more upbeat. We're playing at 7 p.m. on Saturday the 19th on the Rising Talent stage, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
On Queen Square.
I understand this now, the Ujima Takeover stage.
The Ujima Takeover stage, nice.
Big up Miranda.
Yes, big up Ujima.
But yes, so that's dope, and that is on, is it Saturday the 19th?
Saturday the 19th of July. I'm performing at 7 p.m.
Is it?
So, yes, I'm looking forward to that one. I need to figure out when we're performing.
I actually don't know. Have they sent the time schedule out, have they?
I've always known that I'm performing at 7,
you're
so
good.
I don't know.
She's on job.
You're performing straight after me, I believe.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Miranda tells me everything.
Pow! And also, if you want to check us there as well, Wordlife will be at the Harbour Festival after Mary in the Mirror. So, you better have us a good audience there. You better do us. No,
I'll do my best.
Now, right. Okay, so we have about 2 minutes left. Now, I know you've got an EP coming out. Mm-hmm. Now, the performance you're going to do shortly after the adverts, because we're going to go into some adverts, then you're going to do 4 songs. Yeah. Now, I happen to know that 2 of those songs are from your EP.
Yeah, that's right. So the third and the fourth song will be on the EP, which I'm not sure when it's going to come out yet. The songs are written and produced. They just need mixing down. So, it's like with releasing, there's so much to get
life
prepare
overtakes sometimes. You're like, I want it out next week, and then it gets sunny.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, you don't go in the studio for a week. And sorry, people, I love this. Yeah. Look, right. So, but you know what single you're dropping next off of it. You said you know what your next song's going to be as well, but you don't have a release date for that either. Or?
Yeah, no, because I think there's no point in releasing stuff through the summer because there's so much going on. So I kind of think, well, perhaps I'm waiting till September. At this
Do you know
point.
what? I kind of see logic in that.
You know,
I think a lot of people have missed their window to get festivals and gigs and stuff like that. So
yeah, and I just think I'll know when it feels right to put stuff out, and I've got loads going on in the meantime. I've got loads of performing going on, and I've got loads of other stuff going on. So,
right, we've
busy.
got a minute.
Busy.
Tell us a pearl of wisdom, something awesome.
Pearl of wisdom. Well, I think it's really important to have an alter ego and to have a persona, especially if you're a performer, something that you can step into that takes you out of who you think you are and helps you to step into something bigger.
All right.
That you can use.
I'm going by Krazy David. How's that? No longer crazy. Krazy David. Yeah, that's my new alter ego. I'm down. Let's do it. All right.
Amazing.
No, look, honestly, we have 1 minute left of the interview. I'm going to go into adverts after this, but can you let them know where they can find your music online?
Yeah, so I'm on all the streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all of the platforms.
All the usual places.
Yeah, Pandora.
Deezer. Big up Deezer as well. Have you ever used Deezer?
No, never, but someone does.
It's on there, isn't it? There's that 150 streaming sites they get uploaded to, and I use that too.
But people can find me on Instagram at Miss_Mary_Mina, and the same on TikTok, Miss_Mary_Mina, and Mina is spelled MINA, by the way.
Yeah, like Minor Road Park, which I was going to ask you about earlier, because, hang on, I've got to throw this in, we've got 20 seconds, yeah? You were named that because you used to chill in Minor Road Park and write songs.
That's correct.
Right, we're going to go to the adverts, yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to cover that, but it's been a wild day. It's really hot. Don't kill me. But yes, right, we're out. We're going to go to the adverts. So thank you for coming through.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I'm going to go write some songs. It's Krazy David.
I love it.
We'll be back after the adverts. Make sure you stick around. Let's go.
You get spun like Krazy in the laundry, you get spun. I spin a man like a spinning top. I've seen a man coming up and I've seen him flop. From going up against me, it's detrimental to careers like a farmer killing crop. And these man can't swim in my waters. I'm a big fish, more lines at a fishing shop. I'm with the hardest barrers, barring and setting the bar. Your bar sound like you're singing pop. I've been spinning these man for years. They're at the industry gates, kissing us on, licking. Oh, my real challenge only ever really comes round once or twice. It's a bit like chicken pox. And when an MC spit in the bar and I'm in the same room, he can feel them ticking clocks. He believes he's got it on lock.